A guy walks into a psychiatrist's office wearing a suit made out of saran wrap. The psychiatrist says to the men, "Well, I can clearly see you're nuts. How do you make suit pants last?" "You make the jacket first." Welcome to the Dad Bod. I like to try to keep a well-rounded topic sets for these videos. I love doing all of the videos, but the ones that I have the most fun with are the clothing ones. The Stately Man, the Oliver Wicks, the online clothing companies like Paul Fredericks, and so on. I've got a few in the works that I'm waiting on. I'm going to be doing a Suit Supply one at some point this year, an M. Taylor one soon, and another Oliver Wicks. I'm actually getting an Oliver Wicks tuxedo for my wedding later on this year. Why not do a review of it? Of all the companies whose products I've reviewed so far, the only one that I've wholeheartedly recommended was the Oliver Wicks suit. The suit is amazing. It still is. And while we're on the topic of reviews, if you could, take just a minute to hit that subscribe button below, and then when you're finished with this video, feel free to check out some of my others. So the suit that I'm going to be reviewing today, you probably already know of just from the title of this video. It's Alain Dupetit. I'm not sure if I said that right. I looked online to try to find an ad or something with the proper pronunciation, but I couldn't find any, which was kind of weird. All of their ads are actually pretty weird. It's just people doing random things in a suit and nobody says anything. It's got like somebody riding a skateboard in a suit with some background music, but no words, nothing, nobody's talking. And then there's another one where they go into some detail about how the suits are priced, and it's got like the same guy, playing 5 different characters in the ad. It's pretty weird, but again, they never actually say the name in the ad. They just talk about how they're able to get their suits priced so low. However, we don't need to be able to pronounce the company's name to be able to order and do a review of the suit. So here it is. So the company says that they have suits starting at $39, which is accurate. They have a few dozen suits and styles listed on their website, but I only saw one that was $39. There were a lot more in the $49 to $79 range. I thought about doing a $39 suit review, but I felt like if I did that, I would just be doing a review of their cheapest suit, so that way you can see how, bad or good quality the cheapest suit that they have is. But it wouldn't give you an honest and accurate review of their suits. So instead I chose to do a $69 suit, that way it reflects one of their more expensive products. So if it comes out that it's a decent suit, then it would show you that, they do have decent suits. I can't tell you what quality their $39 suits are, but, a $69 suit, I'd be able to show you the quality of that. But also, if it turns out that the $69 suit is junk, then it kind of more goes to say that probably all of their suits are junkers and not just their absolute cheapest suits. So I'm rather curious to see how this turns out. I mean, we all remember what happened when I got the suit off of Wish for a similar price. If you haven't seen that video, you should absolutely check it out. I ordered the light gray plaid 3-piece suit. So this is not made to measure, and you're not able to get the suit separates, meaning that you pick out the size that you need for the suit jacket, and then they have preset sizes that you get for the pants. You can't change that. I ordered a 50 long. It is not slim fitting, so it should be the correct size. And then the pants that come with a 50 long are a 44 waist size pants. Most likely with unhemmed pant legs, so the length of the pants doesn't really matter. They're going to need to get hemmed no matter what. The posting online says that it is their signature modern 3-piece, 2-button, flat front suit. It combines the best features of classic and slim fit designs to give you comfort and utmost style. This one is the classic fit, not a slim fit. They don't actually offer slim fit in sizes above 40. Actually, also, they don't really give accurate size information for this either. So it's kind of hard to really base what I'm getting off of what they had online. So, for example, it doesn't actually say the arm length. It says that they have an extra 1.5 inch of fabric to lengthen the arms if needed, and if you need more, and I'm going to quote this because this is absolutely crazy, an experienced tailor can use the extra fabric from the bottom of the pants to lengthen the sleeve an additional 3 to 6 inches. I mean, I've seen the creases left in a blazer when you lengthen them. I don't even want to imagine how it's going to look if you add a whole nother piece of fabric. I mean, what are they going to do? You're going to have the stitching here and then another one here. I mean, it's going to look like something like a Franken suit. Let's get this open so that way you can see how it arrives, what arrives, and then I'll put it on. Forgive me, it's been a really long week at work. I've been dealing with a lot of cleanup of other people's messes, so I'm a little bit scatterbrained today. Hopefully, this will rectify that, and I love making the videos. So this is my treat. It's your treat too, you get to watch it, but it's my treat, I get to make the video. Here is the suit. Comes with a protective bag over the top. And it looks like it's taped at the bottom. Alright, here we go. I bought the suit for $69 plus about $6 in tax and then $18 shipping. It came to about $93, and since it's not made to measure, it was pretty much guaranteed to require some tailoring. And just from this picture right here, you could tell that the pants need to be hemmed at the bottom. They need to be taken in probably about 2 to 3 inches on the waist. The armholes need to be tweaked a little bit so that way I can move better in it. And then the sleeves need to be lengthened by roughly 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. So we're looking at maybe another $50, $100, depending on what your local tailor charges, could even be another $150. It took 5 days to arrive from when I placed the order, which was pretty fast. The website says that the original price is $345. I'm not exactly sure what they're basing this off of. Maybe trying to compare it to a similar suit from another company or something. I mean, it wasn't on sale when I got it. It was the normal price. The lining is 100% rayon. It's glued, so it doesn't really move as much. And as you can see, if I lift my arms, the whole thing lifts. It says that the shell is 65% Tetron and 35% rayon, which it says is comfortable, breathable, softer, smoother, and easier to manage than cotton or wool. I wouldn't say it feels bad, but it doesn't really feel soft. It kind of feels like a similar quality to maybe a bed sheet. You know, we're not talking about the $5 bed sheet that you get from a dollar store, so it's not really bad quality, but I wouldn't compare it to $100 bed sheet. It's probably Walmart $20 bed sheet. The overall feel for the suit is not all that great. Wearing a good suit feels like it just lines your body. It's comfortable, especially if it's made and tailored properly, whereas this one feels more like it's wearing me. I understand it hasn't been tailored yet, but it doesn't feel like it's high quality, and of course it isn't. It's a $69 suit. So with the glued construction, it's rather warm. As you can see, I'm kind of sweating a little bit, and I already took it off. So it doesn't breathe that well. So again, you're getting what you pay for. If your goal is to have a cheap suit because that's what you need right now, then this is actually better quality than I expected. If you have a good tailor, they can make it look a lot nicer. I mean, a good tailor is worth their weight in gold. But again, I said that they can make it look better, not necessarily feel better. Just to go over some of the information about it, as you can see, it's got a gray lining on the inside, and then it's got sleeve lines as well. It does not feel like it has a canvas inside. It just feels like it's fused together, like the inside is just glued to the outside. Jacket pocket is sewn shut, but that's pretty common when you get new suits. They're almost always sewn shut, and you can very easily fix that. It's got 2 inside pockets on the left side and 1 inside pocket on the right side. Here's more of a close-up view of the fabric and of the stitching. The stitching on the jacket doesn't look too bad. I've seen much worse. For the vest, it's a 5-button version. It's got the strap on the back that helps you to make it a little bit tighter if you need to, or looser if you need to. So it is fully lined, and as you can see, the fabric on the front does not match the fabric on the back, which again is pretty normal. The stitching on the vest does not seem too bad. So there's a few loose threads on it, and as you can see, the stitching on the vest in this corner right here seems to be a bit uneven. And then what I consider one of the most important parts of a suit would be the pants, because of all 3 pieces of the suit, the pants are going to be the most likely one to wear out first. And as you can see here, we have quite a bit of loose threads. Here's another one. We have a little an issue with the fabric right here on the top of the pants. And then as you can see in the crotch area, the stitching just really is, they could have done a lot better job. It's probably going to start coming apart after, I don't know, maybe 10 wears. So this isn't something that I'm going to be able to get a whole lot of use out of. At the end of the day, I think that this is a fairly reasonable price for the suit. It's not something that I would want to have at this stage of my life. It's more of a beginner suit or a last minute suit. Not exactly last minute, because you're still going to have to get some tailoring done to it, but all in all, it's not really all that much different from the Men's Warehouse suits that they have on clearance. I kind of actually think that I would prefer to go to the Men's Warehouse clearance route. You have more of a selection, a similar quality and price. Honestly, I think the two are pretty close to being on par. I think Men's Warehouse is actually just a little bit better quality, and you can stumble on some really nice ones there. Again, I'm talking about the Men's Warehouse clearance suits, not their regular suits. So if you go to the Men's Warehouse website and click on clearance button, then you can find a lot of suits from the $60 to $120 range, and you have many different manufacturers. So both Men's Warehouse and Alain Dupetit don't allow size customizations, and you don't get to pick the pant size with the suits. So again, they're pretty much on par. Alain Dupetit has a few dozen options to choose from, whereas Men's Warehouse has much more, 100, 200, depending on the time frame. I actually got a pretty nice looking Tommy Hilfiger suit this way. I'll put a link above me to one of my Men's Warehouse videos. But in the videos, I only got blazers. However, it's the exact same process for getting a full suit as you would just getting a blazer. One good thing to keep in mind that if you're looking for a suit from Alain Dupetit, you're going to need to get it tailored. Same with Men's Warehouse. Doesn't matter, if you're getting an off-the-rack suit, you're going to need to get it tailored. It's almost a guarantee. You're going to want to account for the week or so that it'll take to ship, and then possibly another 2 weeks for the tailor to get to it. Could be more, could be less, depending on the time of year. Around prom time, it's absolutely crazy. You could be waiting 4 or 5 weeks. So, just make sure that this isn't something that you need next week, and having it fit by next week, because it's not going to happen. But again, like I said, all in all, this is actually better than I expected. If you're just starting out, you might not be able to afford a $500 nice quality suit, or or a $1,000 higher quality suit, and probably not a $2,000 bespoke suit. I mean, I'm not even at that point yet. Someday, maybe when I finish paying off my student loans. But everybody's situation is different, and maybe you can only afford something under $100 at this point in time. Again, just remember to account for the cost of tailoring. It's going to be different for everybody, depending on what you need and the cost of the tailor, how much they charge. I mean, you may need to have your arm length shortened, while somebody else might have the perfect size arms for the outfit that they get, and they don't need that. I mean, this is a pretty good, okay beginner suit. Just know that this is pretty much near the bottom of the baseline. You can make it look nice, but in time, as your situation improves, you might be better off trying to step it up a little bit more. I mean, maybe try a Hawker T made to measure, or a nicer quality off-the-rack suit, maybe Suit Supply or M Tailor. As I said, I'm going to be doing reviews of several different companies this year. And then maybe at some point when you can, maybe an Oliver Wicks or a Lignetti. And someday, if you want to, a full bespoke suit. They say fake it till you make it, and dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. So again, this isn't that bad of a way to get started. And as your situation or your budget improves, then you can step it up a notch. I actually made a video for using the free Mint budgeting app that I use, which could help you to budget for a nicer suit if that's something that you're wanting. I'll put a link right up here for that one. I remember my first suit. I actually got 2 of them the same day. The first one was blue with white stripes, so not pinstripes. There was a lot of thick stripes really close together. And then the second one was basically the same, but it was black with burgundy stripes. It was one of those shops that had a sale going on, like 2 suits for $99 or something like that. I mean, they were pretty low quality suits. I would put them on par with this, but for me, I mean, I didn't have a suit. Never wore suits before. So to go from where I was to this was a step up. So, I mean, I felt like royalty when I wore them. I mean, and that's something I needed at the time. I was living out of my car doing business sales, selling office supplies. I hated doing sales, but you know, it was a job. I'm just trying to say that if this is all that your current budget allows and you like what you see on this video, then go for it. I mean, we all have to start somewhere. Well, I hope this video helps you decide if Alain Dupetit is right for you or not. As I suggested, check out my Mint budgeting video as well as my Men's Warehouse videos. They might help you too, you know, give you other options, or, you know, give you just, you know, ways to get to where you want to be. So, and if you like this video, hit the like button down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.